Randy Chavez coming at you today with a Pokemon podcast video with my good friend Megan J. And Megan J, you are a Pokemon enthusiast that
just Bulbasaur.
How bad? We just got that at what was the place that we went to?
Some toy store.
Oh, it was like a half hour, right? Milo's. Great pizza place right next to there. So yeah, we had friends since 2010, so over 10 years. I have read that I've read that if you're friends with someone for 7 years or more, you stay friends forever. Is that true? I don't.
I guess.
You're the You're the college person here.
I only have Kate, you,
Tachan,
Jan.
Kurlon.
That's about it. Those are my only friends more than 7 years.
So this is going to be an interesting podcast because she is educated and I am not. But we both love Pokemon. If Pokemon were a college thing, I think I would be a professor in like the first 2 generations. What was your first Pokemon game?
My first that I remember playing was probably Ruby.
Okay, it was Gen 3. Okay.
Yeah.
What was your first Pokemon?
I don't remember. I remember learning Castform.
Okay.
I got my little Castforms over here.
Oh, you have a bunch of them.
So I got my little Rain Castform. I can't see it.
Yeah. Rain Castform. Which one
Snowy
is this?
Castform.
What was
Sunny
it?
Castform.
Was it like 8 of them?
And then Castform.
How many Castform are there?
4.
There's 4. Oh, really? I thought there was more.
The Castform might be Generation 4.
Okay.
I think Castform's Diamond. I don't know. I'm sure they're yelling at me because I honestly don't know.
YouTube really needs to start telling me about these. Thank you, Dashy. Twitter told me.
That was the first one I remember. My grandparents got it for me.
Yeah.
But then Diamond was probably the one where I really went hard on it.
What would you get for Diamond? Piplup?
I think I got Chimchar.
Really?
Yeah.
I picture you as a Piplup.
I was like the fire ones, because those were like really strong at the beginning.
That's true.
What was the one, like, there was no fire Pokemon in the beginning.
Yeah, fire. Yeah, that's true. Like, even the games, I think Arcanine or Growlithe you can't get till late game, and you can't get it until after. You might be able to get Growlithe right before Erica, but that's it. Fire Pokemon weren't that good the first.
And once
you
don't like burn, you just
like,
every grass Pokemon gone.
Yeah, destroyed. I remember once your fiance Nicholas J was he played Pokemon Red, and it was Squirtle that he chose, and then he's like, oh man, these Weedles keep poisoning me, and then John Chan was just like, wouldn't have happened if you would have picked Charmander. Like, he was so salty about that. Yeah.
The biggest beef people have with me is that I don't like leveling up my Pokemon.
Well, you like leveling up, you just don't like evolving them.
Yeah, I don't like evolving them. So, like, in one game, I think I have, like, a level 50 Bulbasaur, and everyone's like, you need to evolve your Bulbasaur, and I'm like, no! Or, Oddish.
Yeah.
I'll never evolve Oddish.
Even in the most recent game, you had
I won't evolve Oddish.
Yeah. You have an Oddish tattoo?
I do.
Can you show?
It's on my foot.
Okay, never mind. You're gonna get so many weird comments.
People are weird with feet. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, I completely understand.
People get weird with feet.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
I don't.
You should get one.
I mean, I have a YouTube channel to watch YouTube, but
you should like go and.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got an Instagram.
That's true.
Megcity Bitties.
Megcity Bitties?
Yeah.
Am I following that one?
I don't know. I post itty bitties. It's not exciting. I don't use it very often.
Is it Meg's Itty Bitties?
Yeah. Meg's.
Bitty. Yeah. Okay. And am I not following it? I'm not following it. Okay.
I just posted itty
So
bitties.
here, guys.
It's not very exciting.
It is Meg's Itty Bitties, and she goes and she posts.
Oh. Well,
so the whole thing is just these itty. That's the whole Instagram page. It's just these itty.
So they recently made a Pikachu one. So these are Hallmark.
Oh, that's epic.
So they're made by Hallmark. They don't do anything.
There's no sound.
Some of them do have sounds.
Oh, okay.
So like, they came out with some Star Wars ones. So it makes like the R2-D2 sound or the BB-8, Darth Vader.
And you used to work at Hallmark, right?
Yes. So this one is just a Pikachu. Pikachu doesn't do anything. I'm not sponsored by Hallmark, but if I was, I'd be very happy now.
Hallmark, send us some stuff.
They're making a Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. I just don't know when.
Do you still know anyone that works at Hallmark?
No, they closed that store.
Oh, so you can't get any employee discount anymore?
No, I missed that employee discount.
How much of a discount was it?
40%.
Holy shit!
It was a
Excuse
good
my
discount.
language.
Yeah, so the itty bitties were like $7, and I get them basically half off.
So you could, if you wanted, let's say something like you could buy $1,000 worth of stuff, get it for $600, and then tell people, oh, listen, $1,000 worth of stuff, I'll give you 20% off. Give it to them for $800. Pocket that $200.
I usually charge people full price when I bought them.
Did you really?
Sometimes.
Oh
no,
my god!
I gave a lot of people ornaments as gifts.
I think I bought a couple. Yeah,
Ornaments.
Ash Weasel, if you're watching, that was the Nintendo thing. That was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They made a Super Nintendo this year.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I don't know if I have it. This one is one of. These are 2 ornaments here.
Oh my god.
Zelda is my favorite.
Aren't those too heavy for?
This one, if you play it, it makes noise.
This seems really.
I don't know if you'll get copyrighted.
Yeah, I might get copyrighted for it, but this might. This seems heavy for branches.
This one is solid metal.
Oh my god, there's so much weight to these. How much are these worth? And were they limited edition?
Well, they only make them for 1 year, so it's technically.
So they are.
So they make a lot in that 1 year, but they're not going to make them again.
Yeah.
So this one plays a little music, but we don't want to get copyrighted.
Yeah, no, we don't want to.
But this one's like solid.
If anyone remembers that like 5 or 9 minute video I did, or like coming out of my cage and out, like that video got copyrighted. You were driving.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So they take the sound away?
I don't even know. I don't know what. I haven't played it. I try not to watch my own videos because I feel like I look like doo doo, and I feel
it's like people when they listen to their own music.
Yeah.
Like I was watching. Can I mention other YouTubers?
Yeah.
I was watching the Game Grumps, and they were talking about how one of them, he told somebody that he was in a band, and then he like went to the dentist and told his dentist, and the next time he went to the dentist was like, "Oh, I got your music on," and he was like, "Thanks, but I don't really want to listen to the music I made." It's like he's like, "This is a dentist. This is like some like knockoff rap music."
That's great. I love Game Grumps.
We can't see the comments. They go away.
They come back. Bulbasaur. Oh yeah, Maxwell loving Bulbasaur. Got an uncommon today to pick up. Yes, I got the whole set. I got an ultra rare, which is really great. Surprised you haven't gotten it. You love these collectibles. Veve digital collectibles. They're just virtual, like Oddish.
Yes, I'm like a physical person.
Understand that.
See all my.
Understand.
I recently.
These are like mostly hers back there. This
is the newest thing. I don't know if anybody's gotten the Pokemon Oreos. I paid $3 for this, and they're on eBay
for like $17.
For like $20. If you're paying $20 for Oreos, I feel bad for you.
But if you can't get them,
if you can't get them,
yeah.
But it's. I mean, I took the Oreos out.
Like you've seen The Office, right?
Yeah, when he's buying the dolls.
Dwight buys all the dolls.
And then he sells them. I just like. Well, this is its food. And the packaging is really cute.
It is really cool.
I bought it, but.
And there's a bunch of girls on like Instagram that, it's mostly girls that collect the food, that just have food. Every single Pokemon food that was made, they have. It's like, whoa.
I'm slowly getting my collection there, so I have. The only old things I have are the macaroni and cheese boxes.
I love how Batman is like ownership of Eevee over there.
This is also a Hallmark ornament that they made this year.
It's so small.
Yeah. I just kind of put that there.
Yeah, these are great. Yeah, some good stuff, Nick.
It always amazes me what people will scalp, basically. Oh, and I have an old cereal box with no cereal in it. And
the kids that you teach, they're still into Pokemon? They haven't been...
They are, so sometimes because I sub, so there was one kid who had, he had a Mew or something on his backpack, and I was like, oh, your backpack's really cute. He's like, thanks. I was like, yeah, I love Mew, and he, looked at me. I was like, how do you know Pokemon? And I was like, I grew up with Pokemon, and they looked at you like you're all shifty out, they don't believe you, but it's really cute. So some of them I could have a conversation with.
You relate to them a little better.
Because small kids don't really understand the difference between a teacher who's just starting out and young, and then a teacher who's ready to retire.
Yeah.
So they had one teacher who was retiring in first grade, and they were like, "You're not retiring too, are you?" And I was like, "No, I am not retiring."
So are the kids 6 or 12? Or they I feel like a 12-year-old would probably.
Kindergarten starts off at 5. And by the time they're in 5th grade, they're 11 years old.
All right, so K through 5. That's what it's your specialty. Now, did you happen to go through that just because you loved kids, or because you were going to school recently and you think that, hey, in high school there's some pew-pews that happening and I don't want to be around that?
Nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Middle schoolers are awful.
Okay. Why?
They're just mean.
That's true. Yeah, teens do not care about your feelings at all.
Dating, and they're weird, and they're mean.
Yeah.
And they don't care at that age.
Yeah.
You know, second graders, they're still interested. They don't know how to read fluently yet. They can't. They need your help. By middle school, they could pretty much read, write on their own, and they don't care. As long as they have the tools.
Yeah.
And now they have Chromebooks, so they don't really, and cell phones. They don't care.
Oh, that's a good
And then
point.
high schoolers, I
Really
couldn't
don't
pay
care.
me to do that. No.
So, what about if you were just teach like honors classes, the ones that are there that are really like, hey, you know what? These kids are smart. They're there for a good time. Not a good time, but like they're there to learn.
Being someone who just like for now I'm in my master's. Like even for my bachelor's, people didn't care. Like people didn't want to be there. Like they didn't come in. They were on their phone. They were not paying attention to the teacher. Now that I'm in master's classes, it's people that actually want to be there, that actually do the homework, and then when you have to like work in a group, they actually read the reading so you can talk to them. There's a lot of times where you like partner up with someone and they're just like, yeah, I didn't do the reading. So, and it's mind-boggling because you spend money to be at college and people still don't care.
It blows my mind.
But usually those people, mommy and daddy, are paying for their bills.
That's also true.
So...
Now, did you, outside of work ethic, did you notice an increase in intelligence level between when you were in your bachelor's program and the master's program? Like, these people are a lot smarter. My kind of guys.
Yes and no. In New York State, you're required to get a master's to be a teacher.
Oh, okay.
If you want to go, like, the public school route. I think if you want to work at a private school... I think they have different rules because it's a private school. So there's like one kid in the class, and I know him personally because we worked at the same place, and he just bothers me. He's like a kid who isn't... You can't be afraid to say you don't know something. You know, like if you don't know something, you just have to be like... You're not going to know everything about everything. It's just not possible. But this kid thought he knew everything about everything, and he was student teaching, and I was subbing the class. And I just kind of let him run the class because he's still a student teacher, and you love when your teacher's not there because you get to take over.
Yeah.
And I was like, you got this. I'm like, I'm here if you need me, but you got this. And then after lunch, she was like, do you want to teach the math lesson? And I was like, sure. I'm like, you sure? I'm like, fine, I'll teach math lesson. And then as I'm teaching, he's like butting in and like wants to like teach over me. And I was like, you can teach or not teach, but like don't. Because it was like first graders and I was doing something and then he like went in, he's like, you know what, change it up, do this, and then like 2 seconds later he's like, that's not working, and I'm like, these are 6-year-olds, you can't tell a 6-year, you can't
change stuff out.
And
like
then
confusing.
We had like a fire drill and he like ran out of the classroom to ask another teacher to do like what to do, and I'm just like, where did he go? So I'm like lining up the kids and like I saw the teachers like the other day and I apologized. I was like, I apologize.
So can you request to not work with someone if they're like that?
No.
No.
I mean, I'm still brand new, so you don't want to step on toes.
That's true too.
So it wasn't terrible. I didn't have to work with him again. It was just, you know, he acted like he knew everything, but really he didn't. And it's like sometimes you just need to, like, just chill.
Yeah. So there was this girl that I knew who she's like, you know, in her 40s, mid-40s, late 40s right now, and she said that like 20-ish years ago, when she was around your age, a bunch of the teachers that she was working with, they were all like, not super old, but they were like getting ready to retire, and then a bunch of like 20-something-year-olds came in, and they all just like had a great time, and they partied on weekends. Do you see that now, like, where the school you're at is just a bunch of older people, and now there's a bunch of new people coming in? Well,
we're at a different time because of COVID, where everybody shifted to online, and I think
true.
A lot of teachers who were nearing their retirement are like, I can't do this anymore, because they were basically like, because they were told you have to do everything online now.
Oh, and they're not going to be technically savvy at all.
Like the school I was at, all the grades, all the teachers collaborated, so they pretty much taught the same lessons and did the same stuff, so everybody was on the same pace.
Yeah.
And 2 of the teachers were like in their 40s, and one was like late 50s, early 60s.
No.
She was very nice, but she like, my one teacher would make like a Google Doc, and if you're familiar with Google Docs, other people can come in and change everything.
Yeah.
So she made like a Google Doc for her class's schedule, and then shared it and said, hey, this is what I use, make a copy, and then input your own information. So that teacher just went in and just changed everything. So thankfully Google Docs can like go back and restore, but she just, she needed like her handhelds. So a lot of older teachers are either retiring or like the next year they're like, okay, I gotta go.
Yeah.
The school I was at, it was a lot of like 40-year-olds, not a lot of teachers in their 30s, some of them.
Okay.
But they were pretty young clientele.
Because, as I mean, if I've seen that when we were young, like we have these older teachers. Remember Miss Callan? Was she there when you were there?
I didn't have her,
but you know,
she subbed for us for a day, and she was the teacher in high school where you had to use the bathroom, and she was like, you should have went during your lunch break or whatever. And it's like
maybe you didn't have to go, or you didn't have lunch break.
Sometimes you just.
Yeah.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
And, like, you drink fluids at lunch, you're gonna have to go.
She was so. I mean, I only know elementary school, so sometimes you can tell when the kid like doesn't want to be there. So if you're teaching, you're like, okay, just give me 5 minutes, and then you can go to the bathroom. And usually they're okay with that, because want them to miss the lesson. But once they're working independently, it's like, okay, now you can go to the bathroom.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's good that a lot of these older teachers are retiring, because like I remember when people didn't know how to just like full screen stuff, and they just didn't know how to like. And I was like, oh my god, how? And then now, like, I feel. I mean, I don't know everything. I had to learn a lot when I started getting into finance. Like, from going to the military to go into like finance, working on computers, I had to learn a lot of stuff. But it's still relatively young, where I could. And
there's a big learning curve, but once you know it, you're pretty okay.
Yeah. What else we got here? Megan over Nick because of Pokemon. You got one on him.
He's much more intelligent than me, though.
With computers, but with Pokemon, he's a white belt. He played one game.
I don't know any of the newer ones. I'm not too good on the newer generations. There's too many.
Yeah. Dr. Professor Gawinski is stocking up on sealed Pokemon stuff from Gen 4, Diamond and Pearl, Platinum, and Heart Gold Soul Silver era sets, even some Black and White. Is that a smart move?
Is that like cards?
Well, he said sealed Pokemon stuff, so I imagine he's probably not talking about food. He's probably talking about like the product. I mean, sealed stuff, there's only so much of that's only going to get less of. So you never collect. You still have the cards, but they're just just for binders.
I don't like the sealed stuff because I'm cheap. So, I mean, I can get an open box of macaroni and cheese. I paid like $15 for it, or you can get like this sealed box. It's like $300. I'm like,
damn.
I don't need that. The open is such as good.
Yeah, I mean, if you're getting it just to have it and not to resell and just.
And if you have the available funds, get what you know.
Yeah, get that. But if you're looking for something like in the future, again, sealed, there's only going to be less and less sealed as time goes on. So it really depends on what you want to do.
Well, then I guess like sealed toys. Like I don't really have a lot of like seal. I'm trying to look around.
Well, Funko Pops, yeah, right?
Well, Funko Pops are different because you can open those pretty easily. And if I buy like the Pokemon food now, usually I open them nicely and then I paperclip them closed.
Ah, that makes sense.
So you don't tape them or anything. I just buy these just because I think they're cute and I love food.
Yeah, Pikachu's adorable. We always love
buy them to resell them one day because I only buy one of them.
Yeah, so there's
to
in your
resell
collection.
one of something. Maybe my children's inheritance one day. Well, here's your mom's old Pokemon food collection.
Ethan Youngberg says, "What's up, Randy? What's up, Ethan?" Mashless. I like stacking rare candies for hours and hours before I get to the first gym. How do you stack rare candies before you get to the first gym? Which
my knowledge on the games is a lot lesser.
Because I'm trying to think. In the first game, there's a potion in your computer. There's a potion on that tree thing. And I think that's about it. I don't think you get rare candies before you get the first gym, unless they're like in cheat mode. Like I don't know. Or maybe it's in one of the games that I'm not too familiar with. Just says, I take it she's into NFT collectibles. She's not. She's into physical stuff. She's into clearly you can see these back there.
The mess.
She likes the mess.
Oh,
Pikachu's riding Bulbasaur. That's amazing.
I'm trying.
That's amazing.
Some things I do buy two of.
Yeah.
Like I bought the Skyward Sword Joy-Cons. I also bought two because Joy-Cons are terribly made. Sorry, Nintendo. They break? I mean, I know you can fix them, the drift. They get the drift, so instead of going, if you don't move the joystick, it'll just like move on its own.
Oh, yeah.
Also huge Zelda fan, so sometimes I just buy two of something.
We love Zelda. Her Oddish has a little Zelda hat on it.
Oh, yeah. Oddish is the best Pokemon, number one. There's no better Pokemon than Oddish. I mean,
except for like half the Pokemon on the shirt. But
Debatable. No, okay.
Randy, when did you get it? Like 98, 97? When WB, it was on channel 11. So it was on WB 11. One Saturday morning, I woke up and it's like, oh, what is this? It was up from there.
Pokemon show.
Yeah, what about you?
I watched the first. I guess we just grew up in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was 95, so it was my childhood.
Yeah.
The TV show. My parents would buy me the cards. My dad would come home with a new pack of Pokemon cards.
Nice.
And he would like trade us. I think as we got older, he just like gave us all the cards. You know, he'd be like, "Oh, if you do the like, clean up your plate and do the dishes, like here's a Pokemon card."
Nice.
Yeah.
Did and your siblings, were they all into it also?
My sister was. My brother was also, but then he kind of dropped out. He was more Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball
we all
pretty
watched
legit.
Dragon Ball Z, but he was more like really into Dragon Ball Z.
Was he as into it as I am with the Royal Saiyan crest?
I don't think so.
No, okay.
But we did do Kamehameha a lot at each other, and we had like a trampoline, so we would
that's cool, so great.
we would like jump on the trampoline and then like do the Kamehameha. And
Maybe I did miss out on having siblings because I
mean, there was 6 of us in the house, so there was always something going on.
That's true. It sounds so crazy. It sounds
It
so
was
wild.
crazy, and then like got to the point living with my grandparents, and it was just like nothing. It was weird.
Because there was nothing going on.
Because I went from, having so many people, and then I dormed at college, to there's something going on.
Yeah.
All the time. The people across from us were like the stoner party. It was the stoner party room. Where
was
there was
fun.
Parties all. It was cool. We'd hang out, and the guys. So there was like one time when I knocked on the door, and I said, "Oh, is Andy here?" Because Andy was the one I was friends with, and they're like, "No, he's not here. What do you need?" I was like, "Oh, I need help like moving our bunk bed." And the 3 of them were like really offended. And they're like, "Yeah, well, we'll help you." And they like come on over, and they're like, hut, and they debunked our because the bunk beds.
What was that from?
KrepoBrooke.
Oh yeah, KrepoBrooke.
Jimmy Neutron. So they like came over, they're like hut, and they like took their beds apart. So I walked over and I was like, "Here's some Girl Scout cookies."
Nice.
And then I think I went like 20 minutes later to see if Andy was there then, and all the cookies were gone. And I was like, I mean, it was only 2 boxes of Girl Scout cookies between 3 people, but like, I thought they'd savor it a little bit.
In college, you're probably just always hungry.
They were always high, so they were always hungry.
And you also went to culinary school for a little bit, right?
Yeah, that was at culinary school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so that must have been great.
It was
Was there like a lot of really good tasting stuff because everyone's learning how to
ate
cook?
a lot of really good food.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
And then we had certain courses where the class was to learn how to staff the tables. So you would have, it was a working kitchen, so you'd have the kitchen class, and then you'd have the waitstaff class. And the waitstaff would...
You had to learn how to... Oh, I guess you...
Yeah, so we were like 5-star dining waitstaff. So they would serve the food that the kitchen class made, and then whatever class you were in, once or twice a week, you would go to the kitchen. You would go to the dining room, and then for 40 minutes of your 6-hour class, you would just get a 5-star meal.
Oh my god.
With an appetizer,
That's
entree,
amazing.
and a dessert. And then they let us taste... I think legally we were allowed to drink 2 ounces of wine.
That's
even
awesome.
though we were under the age, because it was for educational purposes.
Yeah, here, kids, if you want to go and get crunk, if you're in Europe, you can get crunk at 14 and be fine. But
in the United States,
yeah, you gotta go to culinary school. So did they like Squidward you, where they said like forget everything you know except for fine dining and breathing?
One of the teachers, she was very nice, and then my second year, that teacher was terrible.
Really?
Yeah, he said, like, I don't do multiple choice questions on the exam. And then the exam was 50 questions of multiple choice. And we were like, what is this?
I would be so salty.
I didn't have the right issued pants because I left them at home.
Okay.
Because you had to have the black dining pants, and I didn't want to spend $50 on a new pair of pants because I took the wrong pair of black pants. And these were a little bit more form-fitting.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, day 3, because it was a 9-day class, he, like, said something, and he's like, "Those aren't the right pants." And I was like, "Yeah, sorry, I don't, like, have money." And then that weekend I got my tattoo, my Amish tattoo, so I was kind of, like, limping. So that was Thursday. I think I got the tattoo later that day. So by Monday, I was, like, limping a little, and he's like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "Oh, I got a tattoo."
No!
Like,
why would you...
He's like, "Oh, so you don't have money for pants?" And I was like, I'm like, this could have been a birthday present, or I'm like, just like, screw you guys.
I would have lied. I've been like, listen, my brother's into jujitsu and just like
stomped to my foot.
Just put me in an ankle lock or wrestling.
And then later that night, I went home and took my white dining sock off, and there was a complete picture of my tattoo on the sock.
Oh, the ink fell off onto the sock?
I mean, it's fine now, but I was just like, I don't think this...
I get some more color in there.
I don't know if that's good or not.
Oh,
I
no.
threw the sock away.
I like baby my tattoos when I get them.
I do, but I didn't have a choice. I had to wear these shoes for school. I was at college, I didn't think.
Oh, man. Yeah, I get it.
I wasn't thinking. Well, I looked it up, and like a lot of people get back tattoos. Like they have like certain tattoo sheets they'll wear.
Yeah.
Because they'll like wake up and like the tattoos on their sheet.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, bad time. Bad time.
It happens.
Oh no, we got Justin saying, yeah, heck of cringe when influencers record themselves listening to their own music. I have not done that yet. I don't really. I guess I do sing at the beginning sometimes on a Patreon member list. This is where I print it out. Heaven says, I got 2 sets so far on Veve. I know it's nothing but good for you. Good for you. What's up, Jinferno? What's up, Veve Darklink? Alex says, does she have better Pokemon cards than you? She has more than them now. She has because now I have like.
Better is relative. What does better mean? Does better mean I have more?
She has more.
Expensive?
She has a lot more, and they're in a binder too, which look really pretty. You have it there. Oh my god! Yeah. Oh my god! So
these are cards.
Oh, she's got a Charizard.
I haven't purchased cards in a long time.
So yes, these I have 1 Charizard left, but it's pretty much going to be sold in the next couple of weeks. I don't have a Blastoise left.
These,
oh
some of them might be worth $1. I don't know.
Oh my god!
I couldn't tell you how much these Pokemon cards cost.
Look at how cute this Rattata is. Look at it.
Take them out.
I can't. They have to stay. They have to stay right there. They have to preserve their good.
The term "better" is quite relevant.
Look at Pikachu's butt on this. Like you.
Is it the Chungus?
No, it's like the. It's like you could tell. Like Pikachu knows what he's doing.
Some of them there's.
Don't take it out.
No, I have different ones behind it. So there's some of them that are different ones behind it.
Like you could tell. Like Pikachu know. Like that booty is right there.
Like my Oddish.
Oh, of course you love Oddish.
Oddish is the best.
Yeah. So she's definitely got definitely more complete collection, and a lot of them are
most of them
newer.
are just.
I don't have any new cards, so hers is definitely more complete.
They're not worth.
It goes from
much. But for me, I don't have the Pokemon card collection because they're worth anything. They just make me happy.
They do that.
Right? Isn't that what Marge Simpson says?
Yeah.
He says, I collect them because they make me happy.
Yeah, dude, Marge Simpson's awesome. She's like the best mom. Whoa, nice collection, says Wubba Wubba. Hetman says, how many full sets do we need to become members of the Master Collection? I don't know. I'm going to say 20-something maybe.
What is it?
They have like 30-something or 40 sets in Veve. And of like the collectibles, like one set's Powerpuff Girls, they have a bunch of Batman sets, they have Harley Quinn.
Can you get a whole set of something?
Yeah.
Is it hard?
Like today, it wasn't that hard.
I guess expensive.
Yes.
Okay.
Like the cheapest set is like $300.
In most collecting, it's not hard if you have the money.
Yes, that's true.
If you had the money, you just purchase whatever you wanted.
That's true. It is, but it depends on like drops like today. It would. It's hard because they sell out in seconds, and then people will sell it on the marketplace afterwards, but they sell it for a premium. So I was like,
that's all people do these days. Scalpers ruin everything. I mean, if that's your job.
I mean, yeah, but some people like so these blind boxes.
It takes the fun out of some things.
Out of the you'd like the blind boxes because the blind boxes for comic drops, they're only $7, and you could get a common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, or secret rare, and
I like the cereal one.
Oh,
what was that?
Yeah, that was the cereal codes. It just came out today, so I got them. I got the Lucky Charmer. Yeah, I got the Yucky Charmer, and I got the 2-ton Sam.
Oh, man.
These two I had to buy off the marketplace, but they were pretty cheap, so I was happy about that. But the comics is, you get, what do you call it? Like the What If. The cheapest What If one, like the cheapest common, is you get it for $7, but you could get a secret rare, which is worth like thousands. But the cheapest one, even if you get a common, is worth like $12.
So it's worth that.
It's zero risk.
But are people buying it at that?
Yeah. Like if you go to the market and just go to comics. House of X comic. Again, you get it for $7, and then the cheapest one, which will be right here. If it loads, I'm gonna show her. But his downloading is 11. So
Okay.
I mean, and like all these. So if you sell it for 10, like it'll sell right away. But
So, what percentage would you say these people buy just to resell, and then what buy just to keep it?
I buy to keep.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that I would do is if I got like you're saying the serial killers one.
Mm-hmm.
Like I happened to go and my Yucky Charmer, I got because there's 1,888 of them, and my edition that I got,
Oh, you have like a number?
yeah, is number 1834. So it was like a really high mint number. They're not worth that much.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were to get like number 51, or if you were to get number like 101,
Is it random, or that's
It's
whoever
random.
purchased it first?
it's random. Like
Okay.
you could get the last one left, and you can get like the really low serial
Okay.
number. But if I were to get number like 89, I could sell this for like $1,000, $600, and then just get a cheaper one for like 200. So I would do that, but I would still like mostly I just buy them and I keep them.
That's my thing of like boxed versus like something like brand new. I'd rather open it up and look at it.
Yeah, or at least buy two, one to save, one to look at.
Yeah, sometimes I do that. One to save, one to open.
Would she give Vivi a shot if Vivi got Pokemon though? I don't know. Would you? If they like Pokemon digital collectibles.
I just feel like it's an expensive route to go down. If they had
It
Oddish, I'd buy Oddish.
I feel like
I'd buy Oddish.
they might. I will let you know when Pokemon comes out, and I'll let you know. This is not confirmation. It's just that we're assuming they have it because you know who Alfred Archon is.
No.
He's the guy that he was in Japan for whatever reason, and he's looking at all these kids like, oh, play them something called Pocket Monsters. This looks interesting. They should get that in the U.S. And he was like the major toy licensor for like Cabbage Patch Kids and Ninja Turtles and all this. So he's the one that brought Pocket Monsters to the U.S. and named it Pokemon. So he's like my hero, and he's a head licensor for this. So we're very, very excited. But I'll let you know, man. Happens to say that's what I meant. Alex says, why people like living in New York despite being expensive, smelly, and dangerous? Where we live is not dangerous at all. It's very safe. Right?
He might be talking about New York City.
Yeah, that's yeah.
A lot of people assume Long Island and the surrounding area of New York is New York City. I lived in Virginia Beach for 3 months, and everyone's like, oh, you're from New York City. I'm like, no, I'm not. They're like, well, Long Island's New York City. I'm like, no, it's not.
A lot of different boroughs.
It's like,
we're not even a borough.
if you go really far out Long Island, it's farm country. Like, nobody lives there.
Yeah,
it's
there's like a lighthouse, and like that's it. It's just,
yeah, it's, like, there's just nobody there.
There's do you ever go out to Montauk? Like the end?
Yeah, a few times.
Oh, yeah?
When I was younger, we'd like you can climb the lighthouse.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think you have to pay for it.
Was it fun?
I mean, it's a lighthouse.
Oh, all right. I've never been to a lighthouse.
The older you get, the worse it is.
Oh,
You have
okay.
to climb upstairs, and it's just in a circle.
Yeah. Buy Omi on stream. I am out of money. I'm in debt. I don't have any more money.
Living that poor
It says,
life.
where were you in New York during 9/11? I was on Long Island. You were young. I was in 5th grade.
I was 6.
Yeah, so, gosh. I was in 5th grade.
But I was.
Your dad was a letter carrier. Where?
Mm-hmm. What do you mean?
Was it in New York City? Was he in Long Island?
No, he's never worked in New York City.
Oh.
Always on the island.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So her dad and my dad were both letter carriers. They didn't know each other at all. My dad was in Queens. Hers was in Long Island. So school, that was North Side. What teacher, Jeff?
I remember her name.
Really?
I don't.
Like
She's
Nyquist
there's
or
one teacher my 1st grade teacher I can never remember.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why.
She must have really left an impact.
I
on you.
observed there, and
Was she there?
no, but I tried to find an old yearbook, and I don't know if I found my yearbook, but I wanted to go through it. I was like, because I can't remember my 1st grade teacher. I think it was Rizzoff or something like that. I honestly don't remember.
I don't know if you remember. It was 1st grade, but for me, a little older, they started on the announcements calling everyone down every 30 seconds.
We were in the same school at that time.
Yeah, do you remember that?
Not really.
Yeah. Every 30 seconds, it was like, oh, this person down to attendance, because all the parents were Did you get picked up from school that day?
I don't remember. The only thing I do remember was going to Disney World a month after, because we had vacation.
Oh, and you still went?
We still went. It just,
I guess it was
security took forever.
Oh, people still went? I figured people would be like, oh, hey,
I mean,
was the
I
park not
don't
that crowded?
think we were going to get the money back.
Oh.
and my parents didn't have a lot of money, so that was like something I really saved up for.
Was the park not crowded when you went because everyone was scared? Scared AF?
I don't remember. I remember I was 6. I remember going to the wave pool area, and then my grandpa fell over, and we all thought it was funny because he couldn't swim, so he like was freaking out.
Oh my god!
But it was like where the water's like an inch deep.
Oh, all right.
He just like freaked out. I think like the wave kind of hit him. I remember like it being a big deal, and it's like he was fine. He grew up in Brooklyn and he never learned how to swim, so he was always like afraid of water.
Yeah.
I remember meeting Pocahontas.
Nice.
And I thought it was the real Pocahontas, which shows you a lot.
I guess she looked really good.
Well,
like
Pocahontas is a cartoon. So
yeah, but I guess she looked like Pocahontas.
I just remember have you watched Pocahontas recently? You know, like those leaves that are in the air? And
yeah.
The leaves, and they like had leaves at the thing. And I remember like taking some of the leaves home, and my mom always kept it in her nightstand because she said that if I had them, I would lose them.
Oh.
And then one day they disappeared, so I guess I lost them. I remember we stayed at the French Quarter. That was a lot of fun.
What's French Quarter?
It was like the Louisiana resort they had there. So there was like jazz music. They had
Cajun food, probably.
I don't remember the food. We were 6, so we probably didn't want to eat that. But they had a water fountain, a water park, whatever, little area. A lot of fun.
That was cool.
So we only did 3 days in Disney, and then we did 4 days on the Disney cruise.
Nice.
So we did like Epcot, Animal Kingdom,
That's
and
amazing.
The water park.
Yeah, we in New York, surprisingly, like, so people forget that Manhattan's an island, and a lot of these people never been in the water before. Like, there's no ocean. Like, I guess there is, but like you don't really
want to go swimming.
Yeah, you don't swim. You don't swim there.
It's not nice.
So yeah, a lot of people on 9/11 never been in the water. Really weird. So in the Emerald Ruby series on after. Oh, okay. I guess you could do that in Generation 3. Just stack rare candies. So it says WB Kids Batman on Saturday mornings. What was your favorite cartoons on Saturday mornings?
Saturday morning.
DBZ
Pokemon,
is GO!
Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah. Oh, you like not Dragon Ball Z. Your favorite's like Dragon Ball, right?
I like Dragon Ball more.
Because Goku's small and cute.
I just think it's easier to follow. Dragon Ball Z. There's just so many. There's Dragon Ball Z Super and Budokai and this.
Well, Budokai was a good game. It was a good game.
I remember playing the fighting games with my brother. My favorite, I think, was Android 18. She was the girl, or was that 17?
Yeah, she was
18. Yeah, because it was like the meme, and Krillin's like,
that well, this is 18.
That's like, all I need to know.
That's fucking cool.
Other shows, SpongeBob. SpongeBob came out in 2000, so that was
would love SpongeBob.
That became like a staple of my life.
Those first few seasons of SpongeBob were like the best, of anything that I've ever seen.
I'll come home and I'll be like, rev up those fryers.
I've got a hankering for some.
And then like they push the guy out. Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah. Oh, that Powerpuff Girls.
Courage the Cowardly Girl. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Oh my god, you're taking me back.
We didn't watch a lot of Disney Channel shows.
Yeah, me neither.
Like I'm trying to remember, and I'm sure there are some.
I remember watching Lizzie McGuire.
Like Cartoon Network. I never watched. My sister didn't like that show, so we shared a room. There were certain shows I wasn't allowed to watch. I think that was one of them.
Like wasn't allowed because she didn't like it, or because okay. Did you guys watch like Are You Afraid of the Dark?
No, I think that was a little before. My time.
You watch any spoopy stuff?
Blue's Clues.
That is not spoopy.
Still love Blue's Clues.
Did you see that message?
The one where Steve's like,
I'm really proud of you.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
really proud of you.
I bring this up all the time. Like I just made it. Once Pokemon got abilities such as Zigzagoon Pickup, that's true. You could farm low-level Pokemon and keep getting your starter higher level. A starter listen to you no matter the level. That's true. So Zigzagoon or whatever, they would pick up like potions or whatever.
Yeah, those are the best.
Eventually, they would pick up rare candies, and it was awesome.
That must take a lot of time.
I mean, when you're like
a kid, I didn't have that attention span.
When you're 10, really? Because I just saw. Well, I guess you said when you're a kid.
We played outside a lot.
Because I just saw your Minecraft world, and it was massive, and it was cool.
I'm older now, but like when you're a 6-year-old, you don't want to just walk around and
That's true. So, did the Minecraft world that you built, was that last year, like during quarantine and all that?
It's been since I got the Switch. Whenever Minecraft came out, that's when I started. I had a few other worlds, and then I made one world, Talbotopia, and then I kind of just stayed with that one world, and I just keep adding.
Nice.
I tell my kids I play Minecraft also. And they're like, you play Minecraft also?
What do you think of the Kevin Smith He-Man movie? I don't think I've seen it.
I've never even heard of it, but yeah.
Well, Kevin Smith.
That's all I can say.
It's Kevin Smith thing up there.
Yeah, that's Nick's poster.
Yeah, but I don't.
I'm not a Kevin Smith. Not that I don't like him. I just,
Mike says, "Does this broad ever?" There's just nothing after that.
Whatever.
It's just that does this broad ever? There's just nothing after that. Sharky Man says, "I swear that was a guy yesterday." That was her fiance. Then tattoos. Oh my God, Mike, is he trolling? Is he old school? Like,
Who's Mike?
I don't know. It says nothing looks worse on a woman than tattoos. You must not like suicide girls then, because they are nice. No Matter Guitar says feet. No Guitar.
I'm not showing my feet.
He just bought my No Matter Guitar. I have to message you because I did send out that Blaine's Arcanine today that you bought. I have tracking for you. It's in my car, so I got the tracking's in the car. The car's already sent. Justin says trade shirts. This might fit you. That will definitely not fit me.
This will definitely not fit.
And they would have to be done. Okay.
This was on top of the drawer when I opened it, so.
Guitar just bought 29 Oreos.
Hey, I mean.
Sending the PSA. Yeah, apparently they're grading them. Like. I guess PSA.
I'm not gonna even go into my thoughts about that.
Okay, grading PSA. Meg missing this bread. Yeah, you're missing this bread, Meg. On these drops.
I don't got bread to add.
Yeah.
I'm in school. I have college debt.
Galt says, "Can everyone start to tweet to Kevin Smith about VV Stanley Marvel Comics?" Oh, I guess we could try at some point. Tabletop Point says, "Hey all, I'm from South Africa. Love the artwork." Oh, love you too, South Africa. I have a lot of South Africa in Earth 2. Link down below to the game. Pretty fun. Shragman says, "What'd you get in your Happy Meal?"
I think it was a coloring sheet. I don't remember. I remember I got a pack of cards, and my friend kept saying, "Open your cards, what'd you get?" And I was like, "No." And I specifically didn't, I don't know if it's still in there. I specifically didn't open the cards because I knew it would piss him off. I don't think anything's in here. I don't know where they are. I think this is just empty.
Oh, yeah.
But I did then go and purchase all of the cards.
Nice.
For like $10 on eBay.
Nice.
But I specifically didn't open the pack just out of spite.
No.
So we'll add this to the stuff.
So you remember Gabe, right? Rodriguez? Yeah. So his mom works at McDonald's. And
so did he get all of them?
He got like a couple of them, but apparently what happened in McDonald's was that people would come in and they would order like 40 meals, and then they would like do it like the first time, and then when they would come in like the next day or go through the drive-thru, ask for like 50 meals, like, no, heck off, I'm not giving it to you. Like,
yeah, I bought one Happy Meal, and whatever I got is just what I got.
Galt says, "I love swimming on my rooftop." Can you do that in Generation 4?
He might mean Minecraft?
Oh, maybe that's Minecraft. I'm an idiot. Frank Sabaga says, "I'm from California, but moved to Arizona. Spent 5 weeks in New York once about a year before 9/11. Went to a show at CBGB's." Oh, all right. CBGB's was one of it closed in 2005. You ever go there? Probably not.
I don't think so.
It was one of the greatest rock shows ever. St. Mark's Place and saw WTC. Walked across Brooklyn Bridge. Went to the Met Museum. You ever gone to a museum?
Oh, we're a little behind on these comments. That's okay. Have you ever been to I've been to the Museum of Natural History.
Yeah, those are fun.
And then local museums.
Are there field trips that you can take your kids on?
With the school?
Yeah, is that not you remember when Olga from Hey Arnold? She's like, "Hey, Mr. Simmons, let's go and teach these kids outside." Can you do that?
Probably. I know to take your kids on a field trip, it's a whole thing. You can't just be like, "I'm going to take my kids on a field trip." It's a whole.
You get parents'
permission. Has to be approved and this and blah blah.
That stinks. You ever see the movie Freedom Riders?
Yeah.
You like it?
Part of it.
Is it realistic? Was it
I don't remember.
Okay. Johnny Bravo and Cow and Chicken.
Cow and Chicken.
Rugrats.
We were just singing that last night. The theme song.
We were.
Mama had chicken. Yeah.
The chicken and yeah.
Whatever. Dexter's Lab. Good. Cartoon Network was the place to be.
It was so good. The Nickelodeon Cartoon Network Wars. It was so good. Oh Baby a Triply. What's Triply?
Oh Baby a Triple.
A triple?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Galt says, "Megan J, you need a YouTube channel. You're a star."
Ugh.
See?
I
told you. I told
wouldn't
you.
even know where to start.
Minecraft. You have a whole giant world that, hey, here's my trolley system that you put in there, which is bananas.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's awesome.
I would just talk about my Pokemon stuff.
No.
I started TikTok for a little bit, but I only just posted videos of my rabbit. So.
She has rabbit stuff as well. She has a rabbit, it's a bun. Says, I thought Megan was wearing your shirt. No, live happy? What?
Just live happy.
When have I ever worn that shirt, Justin?
I'm gonna get you the same shirt.
I have like 12 shirts, and this is... Well, CBGB's was kind of boring when I was living it. Really? But did they not have good rock and roll while you were there? Maybe they didn't. I don't know. So anyway, when you were in school, it was up until relatively recently. I guess you're still in the master's program.
I just started, yeah.
And in high school, was there any fear of like the pew-pews, like the pumped up kicks, school shooting things? Was there any fear of that, or was it like, it's probably fine?
We started doing lockdown drills. That was if there was somebody in the building, so you would all cower in the corner. But not really.
Okay.
Like, we knew it was there, obviously.
Yeah, because it was a little more prevalent. And
and I know it was like when they stopped, like when kids would come in and be like, well, I'm going to go visit my old teacher. And then, like, you'd have, like, you know, the alumni, and they would like, visit your teacher, and they'd be like, oh, this was my student 3 years ago. And then they would, like, talk, and you'd be like, hi, student. Like, you know, and it was, like, really uncomfortable, because, like, you didn't know what to say to this older person.
And and they stopped that?
Yeah, you can't do that. You could, I think, go after school, but not while there's children in the school.
Oh, damn. Really?
Outside of that, not that I can remember.
That's weird. You can't do that with the...
Does Nick want to make an appearance?
I don't know. Nick, you want to make an appearance?
Someone said you looked different yesterday.
Yeah, because she's like, I swear, he looked different yesterday. I was like, oh, well, I wonder why.
He's reading Harry Potter right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Did you read those?
Yeah.
Which one was your favorite?
I'm only up to number 4, and that's been taking me a really long time, just because I haven't. I keep reading other books.
Do kids nowadays, do they still read Harry Potter? Is that still popular with them?
They still read Harry Potter.
Oh, all right, good. I'm glad the youth of today still likes Pokemon. They read Harry Potter. Yeah. That is good times.
The kids who like to read.
The Scrap Bar was more fun. CBGB's is not a gay bar. Scrap Bar, I don't know, that was more fun. So, final thoughts? Anything you want to say to everyone? People that are trying to get into school, or people that are trying to teach? Advice?
Just saying, you know.
I can hear Nick peeing.
Do whatever. Just do what makes you happy.
Okay.
You know, if you think something's gonna... I want to be a teacher my whole life, but then someone one day was like, you don't want to be a teacher. And I was like, oh, I don't want to be a teacher. And I followed their rules, and I went to culinary school, and I did this, and I don't regret my decisions. That helped build who I am today. But then I was like, you know what? No, I want to go to culinary school.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, I want to be a teacher.
Yeah.
I don't know, just...
Good.
Chavez, Chavi, you wanted to retire, and you wanted to spend all your money and owe me, and everyone's like, this guy's a fool. But you're doing what you're doing, and you're happy, and...
I'm happy now.
You know, just when people tell you no, just heck them.
Yeah, heck them.
Heck them down.
Yeah, heck them. Heck them.
You want to do something?
The Harry Potter book release pranks? No, what are the release pranks?
I don't know. You want to tell us more, Justin?
Yeah, tell us more. I remember in 2006, I think it was, somebody, and spoilers if you haven't read the books.
Is this the Dumbledore's dead?
Yeah! They like drove us, Dumbledore dies! He dies! I don't like, no he doesn't. Like, no, like we just didn't believe it, and then like, from someone who doesn't have much knowledge of collectibles, what is the appeal of them other than profit? I mean, they're just nice to look at. I mean, you don't have to collect them to flip. You may collect them just because they're fun.
I don't know what collectibles he's referring to.
I don't know. Anything.
You know, you find something in life that makes you happy, and that's what you want to surround yourself with. I am not a clubber or a partier. I don't go out drinking and partying.
It'd be really cool
Me
if you did.
My fiance, we're just homebodies. We like being home together. It just makes us happy. And instead of going out, spending $100 on the bar on Friday nights, you know, I
spend it on stuff you like.
I buy giant Funko Pops, which Bulbasaur's like, oh, he's
I am Jesus. Jesus Bulbasaur. Joe said they would spoil the books. Oh man, I would not be. That would not be fun. Gall says, Meg, you should go to Japan. You want to go to Japan? You and Nick?
I want to go to Bunny Island. I don't know what it's called, but there's an island in Japan that's overrun by bunnies.
Yes, I've heard that. I thought cats as well. There's one island that has cats.
Oh, I only know about the Bunny Island, but I know it'd be really hard to go there because I'd want to.
Oh, I just want to take.
I'd want to keep all the bunnies.
Be great. Bunny Island, yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I probably has a name. I don't think it's called Bunny Island. I just know it as.
Well, Sharky Man, we do
Bunny
have
Island.
partners with WB. He says he wants Harry Potter on VV, so I think that'll come eventually.
Yeah, man, all in time, right?
Yeah, all in time, all in time. All right. I love you all. Just comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Meg. And where's Dashy?
I hope I wasn't boring.
No, Meg, she was there when I almost got a, not partner, with a playmate for Dashy. The bunnies have knives.
Here, we have Oddish instead.
We have Oddish.
Oddish says goodbye.
Oddish.
Oddish, Oddish, Oddish,
Oh.
Oddish.
Have a good day. All right, bye, guys.
Bye.
I will be taking the girlfriend out to dinner tonight, and I will...
We're gonna get some pokey.
Yes, I don't even know what that is, but yes,
Pokeballs.
we're gonna get pokey, and so. But I will be here tomorrow, 12:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for those VV giveaways, the Earth 2 giveaways, and a bunch of those. So I love you all. Goodbye, guys. Meow meow
Meow meow meow.
wow.
Meow meow meow. Meow meow meow.
Thanks, Meg.
Yay.